Hi, it's the 10th of November, plenty of news, let's get right into it. Following on from the UBI I was talking about the other day, a town called Jarrow in northeast England could become a national basic income scheme model, and this is apparently to help Brits cope with the cost of living crisis. So as I said the other day, I've warned everybody against it. Free money always comes with lots of caveats and hoops to jump through. It doesn't mean that you can sit in your house all day and play on computer games or be in the metaverse. Drought forces one of Spain's largest hydroelectric plants to halt. In Hungary, they are planning to price cap foodstuffs such as eggs and potatoes. Now, if you follow the George Gammon channel, which I strongly advise you to do, he always says that price caps never work, just makes things worse and limits the amount of those products that will be out there, because costs of producing them far outweigh the cost of giving it to people cheap. There's been another oil refinery blaze, this time at Chevron's El Segundo plant in California. There's not been one for a few weeks. The EU braces itself for a diesel crunch as stockpiles hit a 12-year low, and that's all by design. Winter power cuts in the UK are now unlikely, according to the National Grid. Now, I'll keep saying to you, keep preparing for them, because simulations have been done, and if it's like a politician when they say they currently have no plans for, insert the words, they always have a plan for it, it's just not at this moment in time. Energy bills in Europe are now 90% higher than this time last year. British households have been offered cash to prevent blackouts in France. Now, yeah, that's a very strange oddity there, and I would say that's because they want to export more. So why wouldn't they just keep it in the UK? Because, you know, we need it more than any other country. The vast majority of UK energy suppliers have signed up to pay customers to not use electricity. So this is a bit of self-rationing, and then full rationing will come in. OVO Energy in the UK has launched a smart boiler installation trial. Now, I will always say that smart equals spy or surveillance or switch offable by others, but that's up to you to disagree. Sales of hats and hoodies soar at Primark as households are planning to keep their central heating turned off. The UK Christmas dinner is apparently now on the back burner as food costs soar. Now, Iceland Supermarket have apparently held their turkey prices for this year, so it might be worth having a look at that. UK supermarkets agreed to join forces to speed up the Cly and Mutt action. UK grocery prices have jumped by £682 per annum. UK shoppers are now switching to budget ranges as grocery price inflation hits a record. Here's an odd one. The Bank of England is blaming early retirement for surging inflation. Just absolute madness. They need to look at themselves and their policies. 2 million more UK pensioners are going to pay income tax, and I'll keep saying it, tax us into oblivion and to make us make decisions we never would have done. Persimmon Homes predicts a UK house price drop. I've been mentioning this for months, that it will happen. More than a dozen countries want to join the BRICS group, so BRICS. And I've been saying this for a year. This is the powers moving from the west, and it's going all the way to the east. And you should keep close eye on what they do, not what they say. And weirdly, they're all buying gold too, but please do your own research. Over 1 million crypto accounts, so customer crypto accounts, are at risk as Binance abandons the FTX acquisition. Now, I've seen a few channels saying that this was probably some type of Ponzi scheme, but again, please do your own research. The UK's National Health Service has hired Palantir to extract patient data without patient consent. I've mentioned about this company since I started my previous channel. It's an opt-out thing. So if you didn't opt out a couple of years ago like I did, and I told all my family to do, then they've been sharing your data. So please go into the NHS opt-out instructions, etc., and get yourself out of it ASAP. Otherwise, our details and data are being shared to God knows who. There's been a complaint filed against PIMEYES, PIMEYES, in the UK as facial recognition web search options grow. And finally, a Chinese military contractor is testing out flying skateboards. Apparently these can take a person or 100 kilograms of cargo to heights of 3,000 meters, which is about 10,000 feet. So there you go, some very strange articles in there, but some articles in there that need you to really push you into getting prepared and stocked up. Please pass on to as many as you can, and I'll see you on the next one.